Black Men and Boys Leadership Academy of Fresno, California was a program designed to help boys and men of color succeed in society and become positive influences within their own communities. Many black male role models throughout the Central Valley participated in the program to offer their guidance, training, and expertise. However, the presence of black female leadership was equally important. The reality that 3 times more black men are found in prison than in society impacts the lives of black women just as much as black men. As a result of seeing their black men falling victim to the institutional trappings of the judicial system, wives, mothers, daughters, sisters, aunts, grandmothers, and great-grandmothers have all been forced to surrender their hope of achieving the American dream, which is simply to have a healthy, unified family. Black women are equally tired of seeing such a notable absence of productive black men and boys within their communities, which is why women like Dr. Kennedy chose to play such an integral role in the Black Men and Boys Leadership Academy.
We got mothers whose kids are so caught up in the I called my station the other day, and she was saying, you know what, if we would just start with the mothers who have sons that are in the gang, and she said if those mothers would just begin to talk to each other, I think we would be able to help some of our sons who are in the gang. That hit me at a place where I could relate, because how am I as a mother, and you as a mother, and your son Isaiah is going to turn around and find my son, and you and I kick it together. You and I have gone to school together. You and I have been homies together. Might even dated the same dude together, or at different times maybe. However we do it. However we do it.
The organization Building Healthy Communities also played an integral role in the B&B Academy. Representatives from BHC came to offer B&B participants the opportunity to apply for their own California Endowment-funded mini-grants, designated to eligible candidates whose innovative projects could enhance the ongoing work of the BHC.
Where are our men? A lot of these initiatives are female-driven because the women just take care of stuff, right? But we need input from the men in this community. We need your support. We need your voice.
All right, so what's your name?
My name is Isaiah Shepard.
Isaiah Shepard. What's your name?
My name is Dominic Brooks.
At the end of the 6-week program, participants left with a sense of accomplishment and motivation to succeed.
But I really like it, though. I like it that we're going to be doing projects and going around in the community and block parties like that. It's really going to be cool. I just listened and what they talk about that words.
And it's just been a pleasure here at B&B. We've been here every Saturday. Haven't missed not one day. I tell people, no, I can't do that because I got to take my son to B&B. So every Saturday, I guess for the last 2.5 months, from 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock, B&B. So afterwards, I'm still going to keep Isaiah engaged in the different things that are going on here in Fresno, anything that has to do with the young black men, because I feel it's important. And me being a queen that I am, without my king by my side, sometimes it, you know, something's missing, and it's that masculine. Feminine needs masculine. I don't care what anybody says. My sister stopped saying, I don't need no man. Girl, you say that. I need me a man, and preferably black, okay?
Basically, I mean, a lot of stuff they were touching on is stuff that I kind of already knew, but what I learned mainly is stuff that, how should I say it, like there's other black men in this community that are trying to do something, and it's not just, I know this is no disrespect to like the Robert Wattses, but the people with the PhDs that are already there that are reaching back. There's also people that are like me that are going to college that are saying, okay, well, before I get to that point, how can I help? You know, before I get there, I don't want to do what I got to do and then finally get there and say, okay, who can I wave along? It's like, no, who can I bring along with me? Right. And people like you, people like them, people like Lil Isaiah. I mean, these are the kinds of people that we bring up with us, and that's good to see. I'm glad, because normally I go to a lot of these things. I mean, I don't want to just throw whatever out there, but I'm Mr. Black California, and being a part of that, I have to go through. I go through a lot of meetings. I go to a lot of, and normally I'm the youngest one there, and I'm normally the one that's trying to speak out for the youth, but there's youth speaking out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's young people that's already doing, and it's like, that's great to hear.
I mean, just to see the unity and the brotherhood, and then to see the light bulbs going off, and the confidence. I mean, it's great. I mean, as a black woman, my son, he's 10 years old, me being a single mom and needing that, role model in the home. I think it's great for even men to have opportunities to do different things with their lives, to get the leadership that they need so they can be that father figure in the home, and then at the same time, create resources to help to build the family and to build the community. First family, your home, but then ultimately it spreads out to the community. So I think this is great for the men, because I can see how this type of training, even for my son, will give him that self-esteem and that confidence to be like, what, I can make a difference in my community, and I know I can. It's about, and just to have these different scenarios, these different groups and different things like that, to see it in action, and to see the unity, and to be able to see it already, that just gives them more drive to want to go out and go to those different meetings to create that change, to create that policy change, whatever that's affecting a lot of our African American brothers and our community.
B&B, great thing. They've instilled a lot of positive things in the young brothers here, and they need that. And sometimes you just can't, you may not be able to get it from a significant other or a family member. You may have to go to a mentor or an organization, but as long as they get it and they need it, because they are head of household, they are fathers, they're uncles, future husbands, fathers, absent fathers, all of the above, but they need that. And I'm soon to open up my own business called Gino's for Men, upscale barbershop. In a year's time, I'll have a spa there, because our brothers, they need love. They need it.
Yeah, we're raising black leaders. I mean, if nothing else, I mean, just to have people that are young and motivated, I mean, that's, like I said, like, if nothing else, just that. But I mean, now we're talking about forming committees and doing things and actually working towards things. So now it's like, not only am I coming out and I'm feeling more empowered, I'm feeling more like a leader, I'm feeling more confident and stuff like that. Now it's like, okay, because a lot of times you get out of these things and you're ready to rush out and woo! What's next?
Right, like a pep talk at the beginning of the football
like a
game.
Pep talk, man. I feel like, and it's like now it's game time. Pep talk now is game time. Now there's committees. I mean, we talk. I mean, if you've been here the whole time, you've been talking to Oliver Baines, you've been talking to Tate Hill, we've been talking to Robert Watts, we've been talking to all these people that are involved in these different organizations. So go up and talk to them. Say, hey, I'm with B&B, and this is what I want to do, and maybe I can help you, or help me, or maybe we can help each other, and let's do some things. Now you're getting introduced to these people. You want to be a leader. You're connected to these leaders. Now we can make it happen.
And what you got to gain is you're going to be a mixture. You're going to be street people, you're going to be educated people, you're going to be people in between. And it's a good chance for you to come together and be yourself. Where people don't have to use their education to belittle a person who doesn't need education, or from a person who is from the streets, and a person, I mean, it's a good way to come together, because a leader is a real leader. Not just because you have more money than someone or because you have more education, it's because I like it. It's a good place for us to come together, real black people. Because it's the first thing of not separating. The Wooded In syndrome. You separate the old from the young. So we got the old and the young. We got the dark and the light. So that's what I like about it. And it also gives you a chance, because what is right if not done at the right time? Everybody say do the right thing, do the right thing. But if you don't do it at the right time, then everything is out of the door. So my priority is my people.
Absolutely.
So that's what I like about this program. It's diverse.
Absolutely.
But again, it's just been a pleasure here at B&B. I thank for Professor Kennedy and I think Brother Kelly. They're doing a great job. If they need any help, Kelly was saying if I can come down to the office sometime and volunteer, I'm open, I'm good. But it's just been a pleasure, and I just thank you for your time.
Gene and I, when we get into the office sometimes, Johnson doesn't like to be in there because we're going to get philosophical. We're going to talk a little while. We're going to go around and talk about some stuff, some heady stuff. I try to spar with her a little bit, but I get whooped practically every time. I got to resort back to
Once the final session was complete, a graduation ceremony took place to commemorate the success of the B&B Academy. Community leaders from all areas of the Central Valley came out to congratulate the men and boys who completed the program.
The pain, the shame, let it go. The blame, let it go. Through the storm, let it go. Through the rain, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
As the participants of the B&B received their certificates of completion, it was abundantly clear that graduating wasn't the end of the story, but merely the beginning of a whole new outlook on life.
I'm glad that we all here, but I'm pondering on the next step and take it to the next level, because it's the best yet. Building and reform, building rapport, remember be a strong link for the weak to lean on. But while we relying on the schools, if they teachers are false, the teachers are killing the kids' dreams, teaching them what they thinking is wrong. It's crazy. We know the language, but we can't speak to our own. And when we see each other on the streets, it's about beefing this on. And instead of intellect for our women, we freaking them off. Come on, we need to be the protection that they need for the storm and providing all the weapons that they need for the war. In return, the light turns to nectar and see our dreams live on. Peace and love.
Yeah. Lee Major. Holy man. Alice Medlock.
Since graduation, many participants have gone forth and fulfilled the goals and objectives of the B&B Academy to become a positive, productive member of society and give back to the community. Carlton Tutmosis Brown began working for the Fresno Health Coalition, which resulted in him becoming coordinator of a youth mentoring program called the Community Gardens. Willow Green has since become a KC-24 employee and is in the process of seeking funding for his own business.
People that spoke gave me lots of motivation, like Pete Foster and Percy Kayane, but I'm real proud to be here. Thanks.
Isaiah Shepard developed his own business concept while participating in the B&B and plans to develop that concept in the years to come.
And when they say it takes a village to raise a child, that is so true. Because this academy would never have been successful if it wasn't for the community that's here today that is witnessing your first academy, your first African American academy in Southwest Fresno.
Okay.
I think we deserve a hand.
The Black Men and Boys Leadership Academy ended in July of 2011, and since then the California Endowment elected not to refund the program. However, Fresno, California still needs an academy which is capable of compensating for the overwhelming deficit of mentors who are willing and available to make a difference. As a black man, I can honestly say that an academy capable of making such a positive impact is a necessity for our community. I can safely say that Dr. Gene Kennedy and all others who contributed to the success of the B&B would love to eventually see funding or contributions from any organization capable of seeing the true value of our Leadership Academy.